Perfection takes time and I work every single second. Hello, welcome to my video. I'm obviously not Alex. We used to make videos together actually. I am Kayla, hello. Also known as JBlood22. Don't ask questions about the name, it's a long story from childhood. Anyways, so my channel is JBlood22 and probably put a link on it here, but I mean, there's nothing even on it. It's just videos I've watched or, you know, these videos, Alex's videos, I watch all those, of course. So I'm going on with my story time, and my story time is very similar to Alex's because she experienced a shadow person. And I experienced something very similar around the same time, actually. But we didn't talk about this. We were children. And so when I was about 11, I want to say, we moved into a new house, my parents and I. And this house was creepy. The previous owner had died on the property, but he died of old age, and it wasn't even nothing creepy, but I mean, someone died. I don't want to live there. And it was like a haunted house, and everything had to be torn down and rebuilt up and from scratch. That was fun. Anyways, creepy things just started happening right away, but I just kind of ignored most of it because as my family is like really, I want to say spiritually inclined already, and we've already had things happen or unexplainable things or just weird things. So I was just kind of rolled with the situation. In the basement one time, I was sitting with my brother in his bedroom that we had to build in the empty basement, and we were sitting there listening to music, and then there was a bedroom and the doorway when it was open and all the lights were off in the basement, and the only light on was in our bedroom, his bedroom, sorry. We were sitting there and listening to music, and I just had the weirdest feeling that someone was looking at me or something, and so I just looked out the doorway, and there was this figure standing in it, and it was just tall and like, I mean, not really tall actually, it was like 5'10". It wasn't that tall, like, I mean, not that tall, and it was just this vague figure kind of seeing in the outline of the darkness of the basement, right? And I just stared at him, and my brother beside me, just as I was deciding to ignore it and move on and just nothing happened, he turns to me and goes, "Do you see that too?" And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And he's just like, "Yeah, okay, I thought so." And then he just reaches past me and nudges the door with his foot and just kind of swings closed. And then we just kind of moved on and changed the music and just kept listening and didn't really talk about it very much after that. About, I want to say 5 years later, he moves out, or 3 years later, I don't know. He moves out and I move into the basement. I move into his room. I'd completely, mostly forgotten about the previous experience, thank God. But I moved in. Weird things didn't necessarily happen right away. They were just, it was just a weird room. I just kind of rolled with it. I was like, you know what, I just need to sleep here. It's fine, I'm good. One night, I woke up in the middle of the night. I just had the feeling that someone was looking at me. So my bedroom was like a rectangle, and there was a closet in the bottom corner with no door, and then my bed was right beside it. So I could just, like, I don't know, reach in the closet over top of my bed. I don't know why. I made my bedroom really weird. And then at the foot of my bed, it kind of jutted out, and then that was where the door was. So you couldn't even see the door. If it started to open, you wouldn't see it until it was totally open. I always slept with it closed. Always. always. I looked at the foot of my bed, which was where the door was. There was someone peeking around the corner. And they were again like 5'10", almost like they still had a ways to go to touch the ceiling, but they were, no, it, there was only one. It was like standing there like peeking around the corner, all creepy like just, I could just see a head and like shoulder jutting out kind of thing, like it's checking to see if I'm there or something. I just, no thank you, and went back to bed. Every night after that, I was woken up around the same time by the same shadow. And every night, it slowly creeped out further. The wall jutted out, and every night, it seemed to come out just a little bit further every time. This went on for about a week. And finally, I stopped looking at the door sometimes. Like some nights I'd refuse to look. But, you know, I just couldn't help it sometimes, right? I was very naturally inquisitive. I understood the spiritual world was there. I just, you know, exist with it. Don't think about it too much and it'll be okay. Like about a week later, I woke up. I was lying on my back and I couldn't move. It felt like there were hands on my shoulders, pushing me down onto the bed. And then there was this weight on top of my entire body, like someone was laying on me. And I opened my eyes, and there was just this black shadow right in front of my face. And it's just hovering there. And I swear I could hear breathing. Of course I was freaking out. So I mean, I could like, probably my own breathing, like gasping out loud, freaking out. Just laid there, could not move, completely paralyzed. What they say about sleep paralysis is true. You cannot move. It's like, it was the scariest moment ever. And I was laying there and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell am I gonna do? Like, how do I get out of this? I can't move. I can't like go under my blanket or anything. So I just kind of laid there in like paralyzed fear. And these hands are like getting tighter. And then all of a sudden I just found the strength in me just to reach up and grab my blanket and yank it over my head and turn over and curl up in a little ball. And then the weight was gone. I told my mom what happened, of course, and I'd been telling her what was going on, but there wasn't much we could do about it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna sleep in our bedroom. I was like, I don't know, 14, 15? I don't know. There was no way I was gonna crawl into her bed. I was like too adult for that, you know? So I told her what happened, and we like sat it out and talked and stuff like that. She told me, you know, I haven't seen much here, but I understand. I feel like I see something outside sometimes. She didn't go in the basement very much. It was only ever happened to me in the basement. But after that night, I never saw him again. And I say him because to this day, I believe that it was, I don't want to say his name, but Mr. previous owner of the house that died there. I just had this feeling it was him, and I'd have dreams where I'd hear his name, and that, yeah, that was a fun experience. Fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed my story. It was not very much fun for me. I'm sure you'll enjoy it though, because it creeps me out to think about it. Still to this day, I can just feel those hands. I'm good. Thank you, spirits. Please leave me alone. I'm much happier living here where I know there's no one here except for me and my boyfriend. I'm good. So thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you, I guess, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe, like the video, you know, whatever you want, comment. I'd like to hear your opinions on my story, on, well, my experience. And of course, if you have any other ideas yourself or things that have happened to you that are just unexplainable. Have a good time, folks. Bye!